If she told
but the
Mitch
problem
that,
is she
it's over.
tiptoes around everything that we do because she wants to be cool with the big streamers. That's just the facts,
Yeah,
right? Like
that's a problem, and you as the person in authority, you should know that the only thing that matters is getting the story out in the way that's as truthful as possible.
I literally told her that.
In a way that
but the problem is when she's not even saying the truthful story. Like, she tiptoed around everything. That's what Mitch is saying, and it's true. She did. If she came and said, "Slick did do this," it's over. It's GG. I would never, in a million years, be like, "Are you sure? Can you?"
Once again, it's very annoying that like now there's two people who would be very important to examine, Maya and Adriana, and neither of them are present. And it's starting to sound like a lot of this call, a lot of the responsibility for what's happening is being shifted onto two people that aren't here to represent their stories. Maya for being the one that was actually conniving, and Adriana for potentially just being a clout chaser. And neither of them are here to represent that. It's pretty annoying that hopefully that doesn't become a big part of the rest of this conversation, because neither of them are obviously here to represent themselves.
Change this to an A to a B. Like, bro,
your story changes so much. It's crazy.
It doesn't. Explain how it changed, Rain. Explain.
You just agreed that what Mitch said is true, right? You played it as the authority figure for it to play in your favor, correct? Yes. And now you're saying it's her fault. She tiptoes around. You're literally victim blaming now. You're saying it's her fault. She tiptoes around there. She's not clear. If she would have said it's him, I would have backed down and said, "No, too bad."
She
what?
was tiptoeing around when Mitch was calling nonstop to try to get an answer. She would not tell us the story of what happened.
Yeah,
the
can
whole
you?
Time.
But she doesn't owe you the story, Miz. She doesn't owe it to you.
We were just trying to get what happened that night.
She doesn't owe it to you.
I don't think that she owes it to him. I think that it's okay for him to ask.
Yes, but if she doesn't want to,
my best friend,
but it does.
Oh, dude,
her not answering doesn't make her less credible, Miz. Her tiptoeing doesn't make her less credible when she doesn't want to tell you you're his best friend. Why?
She didn't tell me. That's why I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to.
Sending Maya and everyone else there is also a fucking intrusion of her privacy. It doesn't matter if she invited you. You guys called her 55,000 fucking times.
It's just not true.
Oh my God! It's not. What's not true? What? What part of that's not true?
We called her 55,000 fucking times.
Oh yeah, of course it's not 55 fucking thousand. But did you not just say you called her 40 fucking times and messaged her and she didn't answer until finally?
No, we called her. We called her. He texted her. The main person we were bothering, I'll be real with you, was Barry. Like, we were calling Barry a shit ton.
Right.
Because Barry
and why not her
answered
directly? And why not her directly?
Because we didn't want to fucking nonstop bother the shit out of her.
No, because you knew, because she wasn't answering. She didn't want to talk. So you wanted to get to her by any means possible.
I don't understand. She didn't answer, so we called Barry.
Oh man, those of you that have any reason in here know what the fuck.
Why is Barry the one being like reasonable about this? I want to hear Barry talk more. I don't get it.
Okay, hold on. Am I crazy, or did they say earlier that they called like 11 or 12 times? I don't remember if I heard that or maybe I didn't hear that. Does anybody remember that? They said 12? Okay, that might have been also, they could have just been exaggerating. Maybe they called like 2 or 3 times, but okay.
I feel like Barry has like a lot to say, but doesn't say a lot.
Go ahead, Barry.
Yeah, Barry, you seem like the most involved with it.
Maya? Asmongold said 12?
So it like started, I was basically their connection to the girl to go talk to her. So they called me, I went and picked them up and brought them there. And then they basically, like I said before, they sort of just like gaslit her and had her downplay her story to save Slick. That's basically what happened.
But before all of that, okay, before all of that, how did it go down in the sense where, like, did they tell you why they're calling you and why they're not calling her directly? Did she tell you, before?
I have a question. If the main importance here is the victim, right? It's Adriana Lee.
Yes.
Right. Let's just get this out of the way. Why don't we ask her if what's going on, and if she feels that she downplayed it, she tweets something, and then it is like that's it. It's over.
It's too late.
I'm not bringing Adriana. Yeah, I'm not bringing it.
She retweeted something. That's why I thought she was paying attention. She retweeted a tweet.
Yeah,
that's even worse because then it makes you guys okay with a story that fits your narrative and not hers. Always.
I would want to hear from her. Yeah. What really, like, as somebody who is not really involved with this at all, like, I want to know what the fuck happened.
Guys, I'm gonna keep it $150. We're in the same position that Mizkif is saying he was at the beginning. You wanting to talk to her is fucking irrelevant. It's not your business to talk to her. Do you understand me?
Okay.
We're talking about the intention of originally what happened when you guys wanted to send people over as a plan to quote unquote, and I'll quote Mitch so you don't yell at me, Miz, so it plays your way. Okay? That is an issue. This issue of trying to twist it into, oh, let's find the truth for Slick. So if Slick's guilty, then we'll just get him out of here. That's far gone.
So Mitch said that. Okay, sure.
That's far gone.
I have what I said, and I have what happened with me. Is we sent Maya and Mitch over to hear the story and understand what the fuck is going on.
Mitch just
and I cared, and I wanted Slick to be okay.
You can reword it however you want, but we already went over this. You can reword it however
you want. That's
I'm not rewording. I'm rewording it how Mitch said it, and you said Mitch was telling the truth.
Yeah, and Mitch said it, bro. Like, I mean, like, haven't you and Mitch had 1,000 arguments in the past over, like, saying things? And
Mitch just said it in this call right now, and you confirmed it. And now you're realizing how bad it sounds, and you're fucking backpedaling and saying, I made it up.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. Mitch said that I have commander over this house. I do. That's all Mitch said, and it's the truth. People are going to listen to me. And I wanted to, in that situation, I stepped up, and I was like, okay, what can we do to try to fucking make sure that we get the information and that Slick is okay? What can we do to make sure we understand what fucking really happened? And we sent over Maya and Mitch to understand what happened. If Adriana Lee, when they left, and I said this 1,000 times, I was expecting to lose Slick. I was like, that's it. They're going to go there, and she's going to say Slick did shit, which she did. I don't remember the twit longer, but I know she said that Slick did something.
Okay, can I say
Go ahead.
Okay, I didn't want to cut you off in the middle because it's your own story. Okay, I'm trying to be in the middle here. Okay, that's what I told you I would do. Just be in the middle. Okay, in my opinion, I don't want to sound too angelic. Okay, but if let's say you were sent or sendable with a noble thing to inquire, and you think there was a sliver of chance that the story was altered because of that move, I feel like you have a moral obligation to see it through and fix it. But it seemed like you guys were okay with the way things went, and I think that's
I was not, dude. I literally reached out to her and told her, like, straight up, like, if it was downplayed, then that's fucked. I literally reached out to her and said that. I didn't just sit on it. I did not just sit on it.
Hold on. Whoa.
I said the opposite in text?
No. Real quick, Mitch, you're good.
I did not say anything opposite. I said the same story the whole fucking time.
Mitch, you're good. I don't like how Mizkif said yup to try and backpack into it. Listen, what Mitch did, Miz, wasn't a part of you and him. What Mitch did was a part of me and Mitch. I told Mitch he needs to immediately contact her and make sure it wasn't downplayed, and he needs to sit there and talk to her and make sure shit wasn't manipulated. I told him to go do that. This idea where you just said yup, as in you're trying to get credibility for what he did. No. Mizkif didn't go double check. Hey, is everything okay? Did you downplay it? Are you sure you're good?
I didn't do that.
So don't say yup and backpack into Mitch.
Oh, you dude. This is the problem, you Train. You psychoanalyze and you just obscure everything.
Oh shit. Yeah, Miz tried to jump on the backpack of that one. He really tried to be like, yeah, we were checking up on her, and we were doing this, we were doing that. But he never knew that Trainwrecks was the one that got Mitch to do that. So when he says that, he just ends up throwing himself right under the biggest fucking steamroller. Holy shit. Oh man, that's fucked. He is so fucked.
That happens.
That was a really good psychoanalysis by Train there, if that is true. If Mitch had said, we're doing like other minds here. It's so funny because Train is so fucking stupid. Whenever he argues some shit, he's dumb. But on some things, he like turns it up to like a fucking 11. If Mitch is over there, like, yeah, I contacted Adriana afterwards to make sure that she was okay, and Mizkif was like, yeah, see? And then Train is like, what do you mean, yeah, see? I'm the one that told him to do that. Did you not know that I was the one that told him to do that? You didn't know that I was the one that told him to do that. You thought that I didn't know why he did that, so you thought you could take credit for it. But I did that. Why are you pretending to take credit for that? It's a really good catch by him.
All right, it's crazy. This is not relevant or important.
It's not relevant. What's so fucking?
I'm just clarifying when you said yup to what Mitch said. Mitch did it for him. You didn't do
Mitch,
it.
Yes, Miz had nothing to do with it.
Yes,
okay, so that's right. And so, what did she say to you, Mitch? Like, did she say that was like that? Or?
No, she didn't. She didn't say anything. That's the thing with Adriana. It's strange. Yeah. Like, I don't actually know. I can't get a read on her, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, she just like
asked her this right after it happened, right?
No, this was like a couple weeks after it happened, I think.
It was a week and a half-ish. I mean, listen, I'll tell you.
Find out from Adriana if she downplayed it.
I really wish that they would lean into Barry more here. I don't know why. I don't know why the people that are talking so much, like Mizkif and Train, are actually the least important people in this call. The only two people who are really important here are Barry and Mitch, because these guys are like first party witnesses to everything that happened. I don't know why the fuck they're not the ones talking like 90% of the time. I don't understand. There are. I don't want to go. There's like 20 different explanations for why things are going the way they're going in terms of what Mitch is saying, right? Like Mitch is saying, like Adriana's really hard to get a read on. That could be for a variety of reasons, though, right? I imagine Adriana's not a fucking moron. Maybe she is, but even like a basic human knows that if people are texting you from the house that you might be trying to cancel somebody from, of course you're going to be fucking weird when that person texts you, because you know that they're probably mining you for information. Even a fifth grader could figure that out, right? When you're at lunch with like the other middle schoolers and like the girl that you have a crush on comes over and she's like, hey, so Samantha, I'm not asking for her, but I'm just curious, do you like her? And you're like answering that. Of course she's asking on behalf of your friend, right? If Adriana is in a huge tiff or has a huge potential upcoming altercation with Slick, who lives in that house, and Mitch is shooting messages at her trying to figure out like, hey, are you okay? Is everything okay? Yeah, of course Adriana's probably going to think that's hella sus and not necessarily like engage in the warmest fucking way possible, but that would be expected, right? That's not confusing at all. I would expect that person to have a pretty cold reaction. But Barry is the one here that should be able to answer. Barry should be able to step up and say, well, hold on, I'm her friend. I can tell you if she's cold or not. Or I can tell you if she was talking to me about this circumstance. Or maybe I even know why she wasn't answering you in a certain way about this circumstance. Barry should be the one that's like volunteering here to speak up because he's the one that says he's your friend. I don't know why he's not speaking more here. I'm so confused about why Train and Mizkif are the ones talking all the time.
Well, that's the thing is like she
did.
I don't know.
Okay, well,
it's weird because like I can't really contact her. I don't know her. And I'm like
I can't contact her. I don't know.
Well, Mitch, it's not like she's
and she's also probably terrified because she doesn't want any.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be in the middle of this.
She doesn't want to.
Exactly.
I don't even know if it's.
She doesn't want to tell you she downplayed it.
She doesn't want to be in the middle of this.
Yeah, but why? I literally asked
she does. No. First of all,
I feel like I want to hear Barry talk about.
Yeah, I want to hear.
That.
So don't say yup and back into Mitch.
Dude. This is the problem with you, Train. You psychoanalyze.
I backed up. I wanted to hear what they were talking about.
She doesn't want to be in the middle of this.
She doesn't want to.
Exactly.
I don't even know if it's.
She doesn't want to tell you she downplayed it.
She doesn't want to be in the middle of this.
Yeah, but why? I can't get a read on her. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, she just.
Sorry, I backed up by 20 seconds. I just want to hear what they're saying exactly. 1 second.
Just like.
I asked her this
so like she
right
never
after
really
it happened, right?
No. This was like a couple weeks after it happened. I think
it was a week and a half ish. I mean, listen,
shouldn't
I'll
we
tell
find
you.
out from Adriana if she downplayed it?
Well, that's the thing is like she
did.
I don't know.
Okay, well,
it's weird because like I can't really contact her. I don't know her. And I'm like
I can't contact her. I don't know.
Well, Mitch, it's not like
she's also probably terrified because she doesn't want any.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be in the middle of this.
She doesn't want to.
Exactly.
I don't even know if it's.
She doesn't want to tell you she downplayed it.
She doesn't want to be in the middle of this.
Yeah, but why? Well, like, I literally asked
she
her.
does. No. First of all,
I feel like I want to hear Barry talk about.
yeah, I want to hear Barry. And
let's
I'll
hear Barry
respond.
talk. Go ahead.
I was gonna say she wouldn't tell you that she downplayed it because she was like scared into downplaying it. So why would she just admit to downplaying it right after it happened?
So she was scared to admit she was.
Bro,
you're saying she was
scared. She thought everyone.
Are you
was
saying she was scared to admit to me that she downplayed
Yeah,
it?
like why would she just be like, yeah, I downplayed it?
Well, the thing is, like, I spoke to her with an open heart, and I was like, yo, like,
Oh my god, I'm so biased. I can't. I have to stop analyzing Mitch's end of the conversation because I feel like every time I open my mouth, there's just something negative. It's just like I'm sorry.
Yeah,
because my conscience was guilty, so I was like, if you downplay it, I want to know because I don't want to fucking be somebody that was involved with you downplaying shit. That's what I told her, and then she said,
yeah, but the thing is, Mitch, she was scared into downplaying it because she thought everybody in the state of Texas was gonna hate her and her career path because she had some big streamer come and have her downplay it, which
I will.
is connected to all these other big
to
streamers.
back up Barry's story, I will.
Which is most likely how that would end up going. A lot of people get weird about that stuff, even if it was true. You'll get a little bump, but it'll be not from the crowd that you want most of the time. Yeah, it's a shitty tightrope to be on, and there is a way through, but it's very hard and difficult to do it, and you'd have to be very calculated on how you play it.
I'll read one of many paragraphs, okay, from her that she gave me permission for, okay? It's so disheartening, and it keeps reminding me the reason I didn't say anything in the first place. I was forced to say something, and even when I did do what they told me to say, it wasn't enough to actually do anything. It's the fact that my career is constantly trying to be taken down because of the situation, and everyone I seem to be close with publicly is suddenly at Mizkif's house the next week. It seems fishy. I want to give up, but I know I can't let them win. That gives me goosebumps alone.
Here's
Do you
one of the
understand?
witnesses,
That makes no
Chills.
sense. I don't even know what to say to that.
Here-
What does that mean? Who's
Yeah.
coming at my house? Who's here?
Yo, can I be right back like 5 minutes? Is that cool?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
There's one of the witnesses, and he was also it was his house that I brought Maya and Mitch to.
Let's take a look
Okay.
at this. One sec.
So it seems like Adriana felt like that she backpedaled and that she
didn't feel like she backpedaled. She was forced into being backpedaled. There's a difference.
Okay. So she's saying that, and she now dude, I don't even remember this fucking drama from a year and a half ago. Are people saying that it's like did do it? Is she saying she wants to come out with a twit longer on Slick? Like what is the solution to this situation? Because the thing is, and what I'm seeing is that this is between me and you, Train. This is in between Maya and Mitch, and now Maya and Mitch are brought into this. And look, I don't know what to do, but it seems like you are just saying like, yeah, you know, Miz, you were the cadet, you manipulated the whole situation, yada yada yada. When you have no real proof of it besides Mitch just saying that I wore a cadet hat and I tried to make sure that we were figuring out the situation together. Like there's just no real proof. And what I'm going to say is this.
Spoken like a true villain. Like when there's no proof except for Mitch saying it.
It really does. It kind of feels like Death Note, where like the guy, like they know, and Ella's like, you have no proof of anything you're saying. Leave me be. That's really biased, but it kind of is. Like that statement is like pretty rough, I think. But
what proof that Mitch said what?
Continue. Jesus. Continue.
What I'm getting.
this is also like psychological Andy shit. I feel bad because I know Mizkif is listening. He's probably screaming as I say dumb shit like this. But like, if somebody accuses you of doing something, you didn't do it. Usually, it feels like you're like, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. But when you start saying like, you don't have proof that I did that, it just hits different. Even if you are innocent, it hits different when you say it that way.
Getting at here is this.
Yes.
I would rather it just. I look. I feel shitty. I feel bad for Adriana. I don't know what happened. I really don't. I wasn't at the house. I wasn't there for this shit. I just wasn't there. I didn't even know Mitch was in the backyard playing with the dog until Mitch told me. He's like, I wasn't even part of it. It was one of the worst days of my life. I try to forget it all the time. It was very, very shitty. Instead of us saying he said, she said, this and that, what can we do to resolve this problem? Because the clear problem I see is this, Train. It's
okay.
You and I clearly feel like we are constantly shitting on each other, attacking each other. There's constant problems. We're constantly fighting each other. And what can we do to resolve that? Because I would much rather there not be this turmoil shit that's going on. Because you say since day one I've hated you. It's just not true, Train. I did and do like you. I actually don't even hate you. I don't hate anybody. It's way too hard for me to hate somebody. I just don't care enough.
Miz, I'm gonna be.
And I do like you. I wouldn't have invited you to my house if I didn't like you.
I want to be calm real quick. I want to be calm.
Personal appeals don't sound good either.
Second, I'll let you continue. Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Look at me and Asmongold. I'm gonna give an example of this. Two people that are friends. We've had falling outs where we don't talk often, where we stop talking for a year. But even when we have disagreements with each other, right? We never have the inclination to have these thoughts of each other where we just go in, right? Other than what I did today in the response, which was a situation brought to my attention by Mitch a while ago, and then Adriana and all the bullshit. Other than that, there's been like 4 or 5 different times you've done.
All right, I'm so uninterested in their personal beef and their drama. Obviously, they have some things in their history, and Trainwrecks doesn't like the way Mizkif has conducted himself in probably with good points, because apparently the way Mizkif conducts himself is in extremely shady ways. So it makes sense on why he's feeling this way. But we're gonna fast forward through this. We're just gonna skip ahead, see if we can find where they get back on topic.
On this, to a long time, things that directly bring me down and tarnish me. Gambling before
he was banned on a lot of the gambling sites, which implies that he was on them.
The whole time he was sharing screens with me, he went through
he's
every
been coming. He's been gambling before gambling came to Twitch. Do you understand?
All right, now sounds like we're talking about Slicker now, so we've moved on to another topic that we don't need to get into.
In Train, I said
his
that
ability, and when someone offers them up a scapegoat,
wrong, and I'm sorry. I don't want problems.
Okay, I want to ask you this
you
then.
Thought I was going
fucking bully sounding voice. Anyone with social experience knows I'm a fucking.
Yeah, because drama and haha he cheated, haha he did this.
I'm also going to I'm going to do one personal shout out that I don't normally do in times like these, just because I have an audience here right now. If you happen to be a member of Hassan's Discord and you ever feel like reporting this place for, they locked the Discord as soon as Cuban is a nationality. I'd ask them why.
From this happened time and time again. Pokey's done it with Gordon Ramsay. Hassan did it with Gordon Ramsay. And you and I both know what the fuck the game is.
I also go in your streams and you say high schooler streamers, and you start talking.
So far, things don't look good on Matt's end. Like, from everything that's been said thus far, they don't. But I think it also doesn't look good.
Just on that opposite end. So 4 years ago.
Is there anything else even in this video right now, or? Because I'll probably break this up into 3 videos for you guys, make it a little bit more digestible.
Go, okay? You and Asmongold, depths of fucking missed this. Please sit here, stand, and call, because the way you were
threatened. That's all I said.
I've warned you that got caught lying is coming to you to give you a new story, and she literally asked Mitch.
Fuck.
And it to you in private of your home when you brought her on your platform. You don't see it as a little weird and fishy that someone that I've warned you that got caught lying is coming to you to give you a new story, and she literally asked Mitch.
Not on me. I'm caught in the middle. If she's lying,
but you.
Yes, Alinity said that she has tons of shit on you.
Oh, they're talking about Alinity.
When she was up in my area, or we were hanging out, and she was saying that, like, yeah, she was talking about all the stuff that happened.
So one thing that's weird with the Alinity thing is it does look like she misrepresented some of the information that was going on. But another thing that I find strange personally is this phone call was a few days ago, and it's been mentioned a few times. Trainwrecks has mentioned that there is audio about that can really, do some damage. And if I'm not, I think yesterday, H3H actually brought Alinity back into this and is trying to throw Trainwrecks under the bus. Which, if that's the case, is there like a bigger move against him? I don't know. I am going to continue skipping ahead. This is a completely separate topic and a completely separate video. But yeah, some of the things can look more coordinated than they actually are. But when you're on the receiving end of it, it feels really coordinated. And then sometimes it actually is coordinated. I've been on the receiving end of very highly coordinated attacks in real life. And they can make you go crazy a little bit sometimes.
She said
is coming to you to give you a.
So I want to go.
Isn't
on
it a huge he said, she said? Because she says she has tons of stuff, and then you said you have tons of stuff. Train, you told me to never make sure that it comes out, and I did.
I didn't say make sure it never comes out. No, I never said that. Wait, Asmongold, please.
Actually people saying it, or if it's the bot banning people for saying it.
Could reinvigorate. So when you are, bro, if you're gonna play Fall Guys, do what you need to do. That's.
What about the whole panties thing? Like,
the fucking so many
should come out of this band. Whether it's either her for lying or Train for doing it, and like neither one of them.
We're figuring out the best course of action, and we're actually getting somewhere surprising. I'm happy xQc and Barry and Asmon are on the call, and even you a little bit, Mitch. I think you, at the end, stuck to the balls, and you showed your 7.5-inch cock.
All right. I think they about wrapped it up. I am going to jump back on to continue streaming here in a little bit. Please don't forget to sub to the channel and like the video. I am going to break it up into 3 videos, most likely. I will be back in a little bit, and we're going to find some games to play. I love you guys. Stay safe, and let's start getting stuff done. I want to work with more people. Let's get it out there, get the content going, get in touch with people, and start having some conversations. Anyway, guys, see you in a bit.